Hi everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel. So today I wanted to share with you some items that you should bring when you're coming to Canada. So you just got your study permit, your visitor's visa, or your permanent resident, and you're relocating to Canada. Here are some of the items that I think you should pack in your luggage when you are coming. So in this category, clothes, I say let's start from your head. If you find a warm hat, definitely bring that. See, so in Nigeria we have this thing they call okrika. It's second-hand clothes, like a thrift store. So definitely get like a warm hat that you can wear, like a beanie that you can wear to protect your head. Canada is definitely cold, so buy something to cover your head. They also have these ear muffs if you can find them in Africa. Africa is warm, so it's a bit difficult to find these warm clothes. So I say you bring, if you can find it, bring some by your ears, because your ear is quite thin and it gets cold fast. So I say you cover your ears up. So when we come down to the chest area, I definitely recommend that you bring some sweatshirts. Try to find some sweaters, some thick clothes, some hoodies to protect your chest area. I also highly recommend that you bring some sweatpants. You find sweatpants to buy when you're coming to Canada. Get some thick socks, kind of get brand new underwears when you're coming. For women, get good bras. Good bras are expensive in Canada. I will say that again, like good bra. I mean, they have bra stores, but for you to find a nice bra that is really good, you have to spend nothing less than $100. So I definitely recommend that if you have this plug where you've been getting your undies, your bras from, pack them, especially if you got something like a permanent residence and you're going to be staying here for a bit before you go back to visit family. I definitely recommend that you should get good bras when you're coming. I also recommend that you get like a sneaker or a warm shoe. Sneakers are great before you settle down and maybe get a job and kind of figure out a way to change your wardrobe. I recommend that you get good shoes like sneakers. You can wear sneakers with anything, you know. I recommend that you bring your traditional wears. So for women, bring your gele and your blouse and your iro and your buba. Bring all of them because they're expensive and they can be quite hard to find. So I feel like in the US there will be like a better chance at finding traditional wears, but in Canada is still new and growing. Not a lot of traditional entrepreneurs or vendors who sell clothes, and even when you find them, they're quite expensive because you have to factor in the shipping fee that they used to bring it down here. So it's quite rare and it can be expensive. So I definitely recommend that you bring your traditional wears when you're coming. For the men, get to your tailor, make some new sets of senator or article, whatever they call them. Make a new set for your kids so that you have a good stock that you can be, changing with other clothes. Okay, so another thing I recommend, this one is for the ladies. Buy your wigs, your weave-on, your attachments, buy them in kind of bulk. You have to keep in mind that when you're coming, your load is gonna have to be like a certain weight, and if you pass that, you have to pay extra luggage, and it can get expensive. But I feel like things like wig and attachments is definitely worth the extra pay for cargo when you're coming, because they're quite pricey here. Again, there are not a lot of vendors, and when you find them, when you convert. So one issue that I had when I came to Canada newly was converting to naira. So I wanted to make my hair, so I'm like, oh, I saw this nice Nigerian salon. I went in, I'm like, I want a braid, and she tells me, oh, it's $150. I converted to naira. Back then it was a lot of money. I'm like, am I going to be using like 80,000 naira to do my hair? Like, it didn't make sense at all. Definitely bring your attachments and your wigs. You're going to need them. I had someone tell me that and I thought it was a joke until I came and experienced it for myself. So I definitely recommend that you bring your own attachments, bring your own wigs. Just buy a good selection. You don't have to go and buy everything, every color. buy a good selection that will last you for work. Buy something short and professional for your interviews, and for work buy something long and nice for your dates or whatever. Buy attachment to change up. All right, so this category is food. I know some people have been waiting for this. So you're coming from Canada, some food items that I think it's worth it. There are some items I do not recommend that you bring. Number one, they will seize it at the airport. And then there's another category where you should have just bought it here, because the extra luggage fee you're going to pay, it doesn't really make sense. So something like poundo, ola poundo, or any processed thing like that, I kind of recommend that you buy it here, because when you add the shipping fee for extra luggage, it can get expensive. So definitely bring your gari. For food stores that you should bring to Canada, this is for Nigerians, and maybe for other African countries, kind of bring your core traditional food items. Fresh meat, fresh fish is not allowed in any airport. They're going to seize it, they're going to discard it. Bring your Ogbono, bring your dry leaves, dry bitter leaf, dry ugu, dry scent leaf. Bring your iru. I usually get iru from Nigeria because it's fresh, it's better, I like it. So definitely bring your iru if you're someone who uses that to cook. It's not fresh. The ones they sell here is not that fresh. So bring your dry fish. You could also bring your beverages. So we're talking peak milk. I think peak milk has begun to have issues at the airport, but I've been able to get mine in. I kind of just wrap it in a cloth to bring it in. Definitely leave it in the original pack. Don't take it out. I enjoy peak milk, and if you do enjoy it, I recommend that you bring it when you're coming. Bring your Milo. Just bring your favorite beverages, your favorite snacks, your biscuits. You can find some here, and they're not that bad in price at all. But if you enjoy it and it's specific to your home country, bring your snacks. Beverages, you cannot bring liquid that are, you cannot bring certain liquids, especially those in breakable containers. Like in Nigeria, we have something called Maltina or Amstel Mortar in a bottle. It's my break and soil the rest of your luggage. I do not recommend that you bring that. The rest, I will list them in the description box below. Be sure to check it out. Most importantly, in your hand luggage, so most flight tickets will have an allowance of 2 big bags, and then you're allowed to carry about 2 hand luggages. So say like a small handbag and a backpack. So in those hand luggages, I recommend that you always keep your general documents close by. Your international passport, your visa, your phone. I highly recommend you get a universal adapter and a charger with you at all times, especially if you have family you're going to be communicating with as you're traveling. Keep a charger close by. You can always connect to the airport Wi-Fi, so you don't have to have any data in any country. Say you're laying over, just connect to the airport Wi-Fi. If you don't know how to do that, you can ask a flight or an airport attendant. Just connect to the Wi-Fi when you are traveling, and be sure to keep a charger close by. Keep your general documents always with you. Do not leave your bags with anybody. I met this person, we were vibing in the plane, and so I told them to watch my bag. Never ever do that. Those are just some tips. So keep your general documents close by, keep your phone close by, keep your charger close by, and always get like a universal adapter when you are traveling. One general tip I would also like to share is get your driver's license. When you're coming from Nigeria, if you still have about 3-4 months, definitely get your driver's license. You could use it for about 3 months in Canada, and it's going to be valid. So one of the biggest fears is that you're driving, the police stops you and you don't have a valid driver's license. Wrong, bad. So if you get your Nigeria driver's license, it's valid for about 3 months when you come here. So you can use that to drive around and settle down whilst you're trying to get the city you live in, say the province of Alberta, you're trying to get their driver's license. So while you're working on that, you can have a license in which you can drive, take your family to go grocery shopping, and settle down. Get a nice warm blanket, get some beddings, your bed sheets, your pillowcase. They are cheaper to get in Nigeria. Here you can get them, but I find that getting very good ones with good quality are quite pricey, and I've only found them in a member only store. So if I didn't have membership in that store, I would have never come across them and never had them. As I would definitely recommend that you bring your beddings from Nigeria, because sometimes when we relocate here, you might move into an apartment where there are no furnitures or there's just bed. So you want to change the beddings, the pillowcase, the duvet. If you have that allowance, definitely bring your beddings and your duvet when you're here's another tip I'm going to leave with you guys. Hold cash, carry some cash with you, and I think the only cash you can kind of get in Nigeria is USD. So definitely hold some cash because you need it for taxi and maybe to get food. It will definitely help you. So if you are relocating to Canada, you just get your permanent residence, you just got your study permit or your visitor's visa, and you're looking for someone to help you settle in Canada, you can definitely check the Instagram page that is tagged in my description box below. They will help you find an apartment. You don't know anyone in Canada, you don't know how you're going to go about finding an apartment or getting furnitures, will get ready while you're in Nigeria, just message them. They will help you find a good apartment. When you see apartments online, they might look nice, but they are not always that way in real life. Some pictures are when you enter the apartment, when you finally arrive, you'll be shocked because it's totally different from what you saw online. So don't just send people money and deposits just from online pictures and online contact. I definitely recommend that you go through some kind of agent, a settlement agent. They are not immigration agents, they are settlement agents. They help you go and check apartments. You say, hey, I found this apartment on this website. They will help you, they will drive there, check the apartment for you, check that it's a nice environment, not where funny people live. So they will help you check that. You send them the money, they will help you book the apartment. They will help you go for, if there are no furnitures, they'll help you furnish the place. You need a custodian for your underage child that has gotten a study permit to come and study in Canada. Check them out, they're going to help you settle all of that.